Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's going to be your monthly tarot readings for the month of May 2021. And as always, it's going to be for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what your North Node is, in the description box below, there's going to be a couple of videos that explain it. But the reason, as my regular viewers know, the reason I use your North Node by sign and house as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant is because I find that the readings are much more accurate and much more relevant. So people that share the same North Nodes by sign and house have much more in common with each other than people that share the same sun sign, for example, or moon or ascendant. So as I said, you can check the description box below if you have any questions about your North Node. And let's get started. So this is going to be your reading for May 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Scorpio and or the 8th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies now. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay. North Node. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table is for the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. And then this side of the table here is from the 16th to the end of the month. So a big theme that's coming right off the top here is a theme for you is about valuing things, okay? Valuing yourself, so inner values, valuing those around us, and this is what has been like an ongoing like learning thing. As I said, when you value yourself, like self-esteem, things come up. Also, valuing situations in our life, things that are coming up, and I see that what's been happening is that a lot of you have really tapped into a lot of inner wisdom. Okay, I'm seeing like almost like 2 or 3 distinct groups, but 2 for sure, where those of you that have been kind of doing that work of trusting and valuing and learning to, the trust part is, this is a lifetime for you to be able to meld your energy with other people and other situations and not be completely independent, and that is an art. It's an art to, blending your energies with other people. It's not always like a simple thing. And so this is something that's been going on. Now, the thing with, your North Node in the 8th house and or Scorpio is with the South Node, you have Taurus and the 2nd house. And I'm getting that if you're hitting any sort of roadblocks in your life at all, I'm getting this energy of there could be stubbornness around you. So if you feel like kind of like life and life situations, if you're feeling, it's like things are sluggish, they're not moving forward, and you feel like it's almost like life's being stubborn, it's that it could be that, you want to reevaluate and say, oh, okay, where am I being stubborn? Where am I not wanting to, kind of like move forward? Now, the interesting thing is that I'm getting this energy, and I don't know exactly why it is, but the energy I'm getting for a lot of you North Nodes and with Scorpio, and or the 8th house, is an energy of addictions. And and it could some of you might be dealing with addictions, or you could be dealing with it within your life. Now, it doesn't just mean addictions to physical substances. It could be addictions to a lot of things. It could be addictions to drama. It could be addictions to sex, to pornography, to, yes, physical substances, alcohol, drugs. It could be also from like addicted to ways of thinking and being. Okay, so all of this falls under, addictions. Okay. But there's a broad category in there. It could be addiction to a lot of different things. Now, if you're dealing with it, I feel like a lot of you are really close. Like you've been putting in work and trying to get your life going and get certain aspects. Like one aspect of your life might be going fine, but you want this other aspect to go going. And I feel like some of you have been experiencing sluggishness in that regard. What's going to really help you is to getting into what this whole beginning part of the reading was about: values, about really valuing the things in your life. Like make an assessment of, start with yourself. Like, what is it? Like, what good qualities do I have that I can give to the world? And it could be as simple as like, I'm a reliable person. Well, that's valuable. I'm reliable. I am pleasant to be around. I'm a hard worker. Whatever it is that, start making a list of like what it is you give. And then in situations in your life, okay, so like start assessing your relationships in your life. Okay, what is of value in there? Well, this person, like, they're really caring and they give of themselves. And, you start making lists of, friends, loved ones, or whatever. You make lists of what it is you value in them, in that relationship. What is it you value in your life? It could be like, your health, like, wow, okay, I've got my youth or my health or whatever it is. And so it's like the value, what you value in life is tied up with, gratitude. And when you start to shift that, it's like, yes, you might have these darker things around you in your life, but when you start to kind of shift your consciousness, the way to get unstuck from those energies is to, start showing like, having gratitude, start seeing what it is of value in your life. And I feel like, a lot of you, this is really this inner wisdom you've been working on for a while. And so, those of you that are watching this reading, you're going to be at different levels. Not everyone, that has their North Node in a certain sign and house is on the same level. You're generally learning similar things, and you're experiencing universal energy in this time and space together. Yet, you have drastically different, past lives and even pasts of this life, and so you're learning things at different levels. And so just remember that this is an ongoing process. What is going to help you in, if like with addiction things, is when you start to take stock of what it is that's valuable in yourself, valuable in others around you, what's valuable in your life, then you could start to say like, wow, okay, like I've got all of these things, and it could help you break free from any sort of addictions, that you might be experiencing, or someone around you. Okay. And I guarantee you there's someone, either you yourself or someone around you, that has some sort of an addiction. And as I said earlier, it could be in a way of thinking and being. And that's where that stubbornness comes in. See, so like what you see with the dark side of Taurus and the second house, which is your south node, okay? If you could see, the darker side is like a stubbornness that where just like it doesn't matter, like you could, the stubbornness could be so great. It's like you literally could put a pencil down on a table in front of a person who's so stubborn, and let's say if they do not want to break away from this stubbornness, again, the addiction to thinking and feeling and being a certain way, they could literally say, no, that's not a pencil, that's a pen. And you like put a pencil right in front of them, because that's what, like, stubbornness at its extreme level. Now, keep in mind, like every other energy, everything's balanced. Stubbornness is good when it's tenacity, when it's like you stick to your guns. There is a good aspect to being stubborn, but at its extreme level, it's just like, they say like stubborn as a bull. When you see stubbornness where it's just ridiculous, like you're trying to move this bull, to eat or to get water, and they just refuse. It's just because when that mind is made up in stubbornness, it's like it's immovable. And so that's what this addiction could be also. But on some level, this is what's going on in the energy, and what it takes to break through that is two things. It's being able to, number one, like see what you value in your life, but also it's like a calming of the ego where your consciousness starts to raise and the ego starts to come in. You don't have to win every battle, or everything doesn't have to be a battle. It could be about, you're just learning, and it's okay to say, wow, you know what? I was wrong about this. And to change your direction, to change your opinion, that's okay. Nothing bad is going to happen to you if you admit that you're wrong about something or you have to change direction. Now, some of you could be dealing with this like with yourself or with other people in your life. Now, moving on to the second half of the month, I really feel like there's a big shift in the making for you, for a lot of you, and I'm seeing like this kind of this opening up of this floodgate of energy. I'm feeling like a lot of this inner wisdom that has been wanting to come up is going to win over any sort of negativity. And I feel like there's going to be where you're going to finally start to feel, and what you'll feel is you'll feel this opening of energy, and you're going to feel more in the flow. Life is going to flow better. And when any obstacles that remain, if you feel like, okay, you know what, like I'm dealing with this obstacle, but I can handle it. I can handle this obstacle, and you'll feel a little bit more kind of like on top of it. And again, the advice here, on your two advice cards is crank up the energy level, physical energy, emotional energy, and calm down the mental energy and the overthinking things, and let this opening, because I just feel like this surge of energy that is going to be taking place. The other thing too is they're really showing me like use this energy in a wise and intelligent way, because I feel like especially the second half of the month, you're going to feel this kind of like things are going to open up, and use that energy in a really good and productive way. And focus it on things that you want to do, on goals, okay? And use it, because this energy, if energy that's unused can be misdirected, in different ways. And you just want to make sure that you're directing it and using it for, your highest good. Okay. But yeah, I really see like a lot of breakthroughs coming, especially, a lot of you have seen like these old ways and these old stubborn ways. You're seeing like, wow, there's new ways to do things. There's new ways to kind of approach life. So anyway, I hope that this reading resonated with you and that you found value in it. Like I say, if you wanted a personal reading, I've got some openings, and there's going to be a link in the description box below. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I'd love to interact with you all on the comment section. And just again, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, helping me grow the channel. Much love, much appreciation, and we'll talk to you soon. Many blessings.